Time has not been gentle with this architectural icon. These days, the Narkomfin house looks much like any other decaying apartment block. But when it was born in 1930, this was a bold experiment in egalitarian communal living. Architect Moise Ginsburg's radical approach to Moscow's housing problems didn't catch on with Stalin's city planners. But Narkomfin influenced buildings around the world, and many of its ideas became globally commonplace.
His idea was to make affordable but good living conditions for all the people of USSR. So he created so-called living unit type F, and which has on one hand very interesting planning, but at the same time, on the other hand, it is very cheap.
Irat opened one of these apartments for us to see. By the incredibly cramped standards of 1930s Moscow, this would have been a large space for a single family to have. Open and airy, just 2 rooms, one for living and one more for sleeping. No kitchen though. In true Soviet style, eating was done communally in a cafeteria. For years it's been assumed Narkomfin would share the fate of many of Russia's avant-garde buildings, doomed either to terminal decay or the swift violence of the wrecking ball. But with a change in ownership and attitude, the building's future now looks bright. Led by the grandson of Narkomfin's original architect, a full and faithful restoration has been agreed. Good news for Narkomfin's many fans, both abroad and increasingly at home too.
I used to show Narkomfin house to different groups of students, architects, mostly coming to Moscow from abroad. But during last maybe 5 years, the situation seriously changed. I've seen that most of excursions coming to see Narkomfin or other constructivist buildings, they are from local Moscow people.
The tide seems to be turning. These days, some of Moscow's avant-garde gems are being reprieved and renovated rather than condemned, like the Mosselprom building. And this garage, now a Jewish museum. Soon, one of the most influential buildings in modern architecture will join them. Rory, Challands, Al Jazeera, Moscow.